The Rising Sun, Why Japan ETFs are Outshining Asia in 2024. For decades, Japan's stock market was viewed as a stagnant giant, tethered to low growth and deflation. But in 2023, something shifted. The Nikkei 225 soared to 33-year highs, and Japan ETFs, like the iShares MSCI Japan ETF, EWJ, delivered spectacular returns, outperforming their Asian counterparts. This resurgence has piqued the interest of investors worldwide, prompting the question, why is Japan finally rising, and can the momentum continue? A perfect storm of tailwinds. Several factors have converged to create the perfect storm for a Japanese renaissance. 1. Economic revival. After years of tepid growth, Japan's economy is regaining its footing. The lifting of pandemic restrictions, coupled with government stimulus measures, has boosted domestic demand and corporate profits. Goldman Sachs forecasts 1.5% GDP growth in 2024, driven by factors like a weaker yen and increased tourism. 2. Corporate revamp. Japanese companies are embracing long overdue reforms, shedding their conservative past and adopting more shareholder-friendly practices. This includes increased dividends, share buybacks, and a focus on ESG, environmental, social, and governance initiatives. 3. Yen depreciation. A weaker yen provides a boost to Japanese exporters, making their products more competitive in the global market. This translates to higher profits, and consequently, higher stock prices. 4. Geopolitical landscape. The ongoing war in Ukraine and rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait have pushed investors towards safe havens like the Japanese yen and its associated equities. Sector spotlight. Rising stars in the Japanese economy. While the broad market rally is encouraging, certain sectors within Japan are experiencing particularly strong growth. 1. Technology. Japan's tech giants like SoftBank and Sony are at the forefront of innovation in areas like artificial intelligence, robotics, and semiconductors. With global tech spending on the rise, these companies are well positioned to benefit. 2. Financials. Japan's banking sector is undergoing a long-awaited consolidation, leading to stronger and more efficient institutions. Additionally, rising interest rates in the US could translate to higher margins for Japanese banks. 3. Healthcare. Japan's aging population creates a massive demand for healthcare products and services. Pharmaceutical companies and medical device manufacturers are well positioned to capitalize on this trend. Challenges and risks. Can the rally last? Despite the positive outlook, some headwinds could threaten Japan's continued ascent. 1. Global slowdown. A looming recession in major economies like the US could dampen global demand and impact Japanese exports. 2. Geopolitical turmoil. Escalating tensions in the region could spook investors and trigger market volatility. 3. Domestic challenges. Japan still faces structural issues like a shrinking population and high public debt. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for long-term economic sustainability. Investment strategies for the Japan ETF boom. For investors looking to tap into Japan's resurgence, several options are available. 1. Broad market ETFs. The iShares MSCI Japan ETF, EWJ, and the Vanguard Total Japan Index, ETF, VTJP, offer diversified exposure to the entire Japanese market. 2. Sector-specific ETFs. ETFs like the iShares Japan Financials ETF, JFF, and the Invesco QQQ Trust Japan ETF, QQQJ, provide targeted exposure to specific sectors like financials or technology. 3. Thematic ETFs. For investors interested in ESG plays, the iShares MSCI Japan ESG Screened ETF, ESGJ, could be a viable option. Conclusion: a new dawn for Japan. Japan's current market rally is undeniably impressive. However, it's crucial to remember that no market is immune to external factors and internal challenges. While the short-term outlook appears promising, investors should adopt a cautious and well-diversified approach when considering exposure to Japan ETFs. For those who believe in Japan's long-term potential, however, the time may be right to seize the opportunity. The land of the rising sun could finally be poised to shed its stagnant image and shine brightly on the global stage once again.